Your
NANI?!
wallet, your keys, and your social security number. Dude doesn't even have a real knife.
Well, that's a real knife, but
He has no idea I'm concealed carrying.
in this video, I'm going to show you some everyday conceal carry tips and tricks that you can use for everyday clothing, just like I'm wearing here, to be able to conceal your firearm just a little bit better. If you're new here, my name is Avi. Welcome to Modern Maccabee. On this channel, we're going to talk about all things training, firearms, and more. So please do subscribe if that interests you whatsoever. So as you can see here, I am wearing just a standard black Henley, and I have a pair of jeans. Very, very simple. Everything I'm talking about in this video is going to be, again, everyday clothing. No special conceal carry types of clothing, jackets, etc. And we're going to be working with a 3 o'clock holster. However, everything I'm mentioning could be taken into appendix wear as well. And I'm not talking about the Filster, Enigma, or any special holsters, just a standard tier 1 concealed 3 o'clock holster that I'm wearing. As you can see here, I'm wearing just a standard black Henley with a pair of jeans. Some of my everyday wear, and I do particularly like this because of how quickly I can get to my firearm. I'm actually carrying right now, I'm not sure if you can tell, just wearing black in general will make you look slimmer and will help you eliminate contrast in your wear. This also means that shadows will be eliminated on your clothing, and so because of that, in this room I have a lot of lighting, but in general, out in public, a lot of people will not realize you have a firearm. When wearing black in general just makes things look slimmer, less bulges, makes things much easier for concealment, and the draw is nice and quick, nice and easy. Let's compare that to something white, like you're seeing here. I'm wearing a standard t-shirt, nice and white, and you can see there's a lot more ripples in the clothing. And over here, you can already see there's a little bit more bulging activity happening over here, and not necessarily can you tell it's a firearm. However, it definitely is more noticeable that there is something over here, and people can make assumptions like so. Is this also something that you can carry as well as draw from? Yes, of course, you can. However, you can just tell the difference. Black is the better way to go compared to white for clothing being the layer that is concealing your firearm. The same can be said for button downs as well as hoodies. As you can see here, I have a dark navy button down, and this color will help eliminate any bulges or ripples in the clothing, letting me conceal carry the firearm much better than a lighter colored or white alternative. So could I conceal carry just with this? Yes, I can. However, wearing a button down can be uncomfortable depending on size in general, but also just drawing because of how this shirt is constructed around the shoulders and everything, I can't lift my shoulders or lean into my back as hard. It's actually like starting to stretch the actual shirt. And so because of that, this is not ideal for conceal carrying. I can draw, I can get the gun out, but it's going to slow me down, be a little bit more painful when drawing compared to something looser like a t-shirt or a hoodie. So that has to be taken in mind. Preferably, I would actually have this shirt tucked in, and I'll go ahead and show a comparison right now. So this is with the shirt untucked, and I'm going to go ahead and draw at the wall as quickly as I can. Okay, not bad, but definitely I felt some constrictment when doing so. Now let's go ahead, tuck in the shirt, and compare the difference. So we have the shirt fully tucked in right now. The firearm is much easier accessible. I don't have to actually draw from concealment, and I can go ahead and be much quicker on the draw and getting that gun up. However, the downside to this obviously is that the firearm is now exposed, which we don't want to do. We want to be a concealed carrier. So how do we get that equilibrium of being able to conceal the firearm while being able to draw quicker when wearing a button down, or in general, just being a little bit more fashionable? That's going to be layers. Layering is just when you add another layer on top of your clothing. So for this example, right, I have a nice suit jacket on top of the button-down shirt, which is still tucked in, and it only takes one layer for me to get to the firearm. Can I still draw this firearm and basically conceal carry in this configuration? Definitely. Does it take a little bit of a second to remove that flap? Yes, but it's the same essentially amount of time if I went ahead and had the t-shirt. Now, it depends which way you train, which one you're more used to, and this motion in and of itself could be a little bit more time consuming than using your left hand to go ahead and get the shirt up above your belt line. So that has to be taken into account. However, layering is an excellent way to still be fashionable while wearing lighter clothing as a first layer, and then be able to get to your firearm very quickly and easily by removing that second layer out of the way to get to your gun. Now, when it comes to layering, you can do this also with a t-shirt by wearing a simple plaid shirt or a denim shirt. The important thing is that there should only be one layer between you and your firearm, and no more than that. So, for example, right, in this configuration again, I have the button-down shirt tucked in, and I have the jacket right on top of it. That is my covering layer. So if I wanted to go ahead and draw the firearm, I only have to remove the one layer in order to do so. Now, if I went ahead and untucked the shirt, so I then have two layers that I need to get to, that would be horrifying. Let's go ahead and do a visual example. So as you can see here, I have the shirt now untucked, covering the firearm, which now I can no longer access by removing the one layer. So I have to do a 1, a 2, get to the firearm, then draw. That's only going to take more time, something I'm going to have to train with, because what if I forget, right? What if I thought, oh, it's tucked in, I go ahead and nothing's going to happen there, I'm going to be in trouble. No way I can get to my firearm and have my optics in view. Would I be able to shoot from a draw position? Yes, but that's besides the point. So if you are going to be layering, one layer to get to your firearm. Here's an example I'm going to get very sweaty doing, but essentially I have 3 layers right now preventing me from getting to my firearm. I have the firstly button-down shirt, which is untucked, preventing me from the firearm. Then I have the suit jacket again, and then I have the outer coat. So the reason this sucks, besides for taking additional time to get through all the clothing, is again, if I only rip the first layer, now I have to go back, rip the second layer, now I have to go again and pull out the third layer. This is only going to get in the way. So if you were to wear an outfit like this, what you have to do is have your shirt tucked in, and I would even suggest tucking in the suit jacket into your pants. Will this ruffle up your suit jacket? Yes. But maybe you shouldn't be wearing these clothings anyhow, and there's a better outfit you can go with, or skip the suit jacket, or do something else. Put the suit jacket in your bag, whatever you want to do. But you need to be in a position where you can get to your firearm with only one layer in the way. So, right, just like this, I can go ahead, take that out of the way, and draw. Even then, it's a little bit messy with the suit jacket there, and I can obviously tuck that in a little bit better, but you get the point. So those are the tips and tricks that I wanted to show you in this video. To summarize, basically dark clothing is going to be your friend when concealed carrying. It's just going to go ahead, eliminate those shadows and contrast and make things easier to avoid any bulges or anything showing from your person, as well as when layering, which is a great way to conceal if you would feel uncomfortable otherwise, then make sure you only have one layer preventing you from getting to your firearm, which you can quickly and easily remove. Now, in all effects, training is the most important thing to do, so definitely get on that and subscribe to the channel because we have some awesome upcoming videos you're going to want to watch, and we are super close to 600 subscribers right now, so really appreciate every single one of you. Hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and comment any questions or suggestions you have down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.